parents of 3 children, 2 of which, Ben and Adam, were diagnosed with asthma at about 10 months old. They were always going to the doctor for a cold or for an ear infection, and when we were there, they'd end up being on the nebulizer. At about 10 months old, when they had their tubes put in, they diagnosed them with asthma and sent us home with a nebulizer.
I would say that the impact that it had on their lives was variable between the 2 of them. I think with Benjamin, it wasn't anything that I noticed was exercise-induced. He was a very normal kid. He loved to run around, be with his friends, but you could hear the wheezing, sort of the exasperation. He would come to us and say, I need to use my nebulizer, and he would sit down, calm himself down, take his medications periodically as needed. But it was always that battle with him of wanting to be a regular kid, wanting to be with his friends. The day that Benjamin had his asthma attack, which ultimately led to him passing away, was a weekend, very busy day, sports-filled day, with their older sister who had a basketball game. As we're leaving and as we're in the car, I hear Ben saying, Dad, I need to use a nebulizer. And he was in the back seat with his brother and his sister. And, one of them had wanted to go to the store. I said, no, we need to go home and do the nebulizer. So we get home, walk him right in, does his nebulizer treatments, the same as really any other of the hundreds of times he's probably done it, including that day. He goes through the entire treatment. He's sitting on the couch. He's breathing in the nebulizer treatment. And towards the end of that treatment, he's saying, Dad, it's not working, it's not working. What's scary about asthma is, in seeing it in person, unfortunately, is how quickly it can become very, very, very serious. And in the time that I recognized that, called 911, had the EMTs arrive, which was really a matter of minutes, Benjamin went from a conscious state to an unconscious state in really a matter of minutes, from a quote-unquote typical asthma attack to a very serious event. And what's scary to us, and we talk about this all the time, is there was really, in our opinion, no difference between the events of that day to any other day where we had experienced the same types of symptoms and treatments with him. And the fact that that time didn't work, and in hindsight, looking at it, what was different that time? Could it have happened another time? Could it have happened in the future? It's something that we'll never really know.
What we want people to understand is that at the time of Ben's passing, he was on a preventative med. He was going to the doctor routinely. We'd actually just been to the asthma doctor at the beginning of January. And here we are, we're going to the allergy doctor. We go to the pediatrician once a year. We have to have all their paperwork signed for school. So we were seeing somebody and had an action plan in place, and everybody knew what they had to do. And even with all of that and his preventative medication, it still came to this, and Benjamin still lost his life, and we never knew that this would be something that could happen. We had never been to the ER. We had gone to walk-in clinics on the weekends. We had had holidays where we'd have to go to the doctor on Christmas Eve, but we had never had an asthma attack that we couldn't stop with an albuterol treatment or a prednisone treatment.